welcome to another Dumb Sports Show. Football is popping off right now. We're in the middle of March Madness. Conference championships are going on. Looking forward to freaking basketball. USC's in double overtime with Utah for some reason. People are losing. It's going crazy, but I can't stop thinking about football. Like, it is popping off in football right now. It's just wild. There's so much going on. This is like the best drama ever. Better than any of the sports going on right now, especially as football fans. Let's get into it. I've got a special top 5 at the end of this. So with all the recent interview coming out with the Royals and everything like that, Meghan Markle and Harry came out with their Oprah interview talking about all kinds of stuff. It kind of inspired me to do some research on some American families. So I will give you my top 5 candidates for who should be the American royal family. All right? Wait for that at the end. We'll talk a little football, talk a little March Madness, then we'll get to that. Let's dive into it. Pro days are back, baby. What do I mean by pro days? The colleges hold their pro days for their players to work out. Clemson had theirs today. I'm sure, Trevor Lawrence, I'm pretty sure he's going number 1. And everyone's mock draft, he's number 1. So, there's not a lot he can do to lose that number 1 spot. I don't know if he even worked out today. But Travis Etienne looked good. Georgia defensive back Eric Stokes ran at 4.28. Now, his hand time, so it's probably a little higher than that officially. But 4.28 is insane. That's what gets you drafted in the first round just based on pure speed. Any NFL team thinks, oh, I can form him. I can make him a good corner. But 4.28 speed, having that natural blazing speed, that's insane. That got John Ross picked 8th overall. He's a terrible receiver for Cincinnati, but that got him picked 8th overall. All right, speed is everything. Now, let's get into what's really going on. The Chiefs are cutting. The Saints are cutting. The Steelers have cut. People are cutting out of their salary cap. The Saints are cutting like that middle school kid that had black fingernails and that was looking for attention. The Saints are cutting worse than that kid right now. The Saints were like $30 million over the salary cap. And for those of you that watch that don't know, the salary cap, every team has to pay all their players a certain amount of money that's under the salary cap every year. And that money is determined by tickets, sales, revenue pretty much that comes into the NFL. And it's divided evenly amongst players, owners, and then divided evenly amongst teams. So every team last year got $198 million, but because of COVID, obviously ticket sales, all that stuff, the final number came out, it's $182 million. So it went down. Usually goes up, up, and up every year for increased revenue and inflation, everything like that. So now the salary cap went down $15.5 million, which is insane because it's gone up every single year for the past 10 years, I want to say. But teams are cutting like crazy. The Chiefs, who are 1 month removed from watching Patrick Mahomes run for his life in the Super Bowl, every single play, running around, trying to make plays, almost making it happen, 2 drop touchdowns, a batted ball for an interception, decided it's in their best interests to cut the left tackle and the right tackle that they were missing from that game. What? This killed me today. I was like, we all just watched Patrick Mahomes run for his life. I'm sure, if you were like me, you were rooting for the Chiefs in that Super Bowl because you didn't want to see freaking Tom Brady win another one, but running for his life because he was missing Eric Fisher with an Achilles injury and Schwartz was out. I don't even know why, but he was running for his life. They cut both of those guys today. All-Pro Mitchell Schwartz and Eric Fisher was the number 1 overall pick 5-6 years ago. Cut him. That's crazy. For money, to get under the salary cap. Why? Because you paid Patrick Mahomes $500 million. You paid Tyreek Hill. You paid Travis Kelce. You paid Chris Jones. You paid Tyrann Mathieu. Now the chickens are coming to roost. How are you going to protect freaking Patrick Mahomes? How are you going to protect your $500 million quarterback? Billion with a B. Big Al. Billion. How are you going to protect your $500 million quarterback? This is running for his life. I had a buddy that said he's gonna fizzle out, not like Aaron Rodgers fizzled out. He didn't fizzle out, but he doesn't. My buddy said they're not gonna win a Super Bowl again. Aaron Rodgers won one when he was young, and now everyone's got him figured out. And why wouldn't you just rush the hell out of Patrick Mahomes, make him run for his life? His receivers get frazzled, play some decent coverage. You kick their ass in this, like the Bucs did in the Super Bowl. That's nuts. I can't believe they cut Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz. Look around the league. You got guys like Riley Reif gets cut from Minnesota, decent lineman, decent tackle. You got Emmanuel Sanders, still a decent receiver. John Brown, still a decent receiver. It's more to come too. It hasn't even, the new league year starts on the 17th. It is March 11th. We got 6 days before this freaking really, really, really heats up. The teams can start signing players on the 17th officially, and all those extensions, all those stuff, all becomes official on the new league year on March 17th. Man, it's going to keep happening and happening and happening. And you're going to see good players, not necessarily great players, but you're going to see good players get cut and have to take a huge pay cut to go somewhere else. Kyle Van Noy was the first of it. A good player. 4 years, $32 million. Dolphins cut him to save $10 million. I mean, man, that's brutal. What a brutal. This is what people talk about, the business side of football, and players talk about the business side of football. This is the business side of football. Like, we're seeing it now hard this year because of COVID, especially. We're seeing the business side of football right now. And this is why players want guaranteed contracts, because Kyle Van Noy's money was guaranteed. Still cut him. Great player, great leader, great culture fit, but they brought him in there, and one good year. We need the money. Drop him. Insane. What else we got going on in the NFL? David Culley, the new Texans coach. The Texans are the biggest dumpster fire in all of NFL, all of football. Throw college football in there too. All football. David Culley came out in a big press conference today, probably his first big press conference since getting hired, and they were asking him questions about Deshaun Watson, and he said, Deshaun Watson's committed to the Texans. Everyone's just like, what? Well, he's committed to the Texans? He's adamantly asked for a trade at least 2 or 3 times. What do you mean he's committed to the Texans? No, he's committed to getting out of Houston. Like, J.J. Watt bailed. He wanted to bail before J.J. Watt. I can't believe his new head coach, he probably hasn't even met the guy yet. He's like, Deshaun Watson's committed to Houston, committed to being a Texan. And they asked, why do you think that? And they said, because he's still a Texan. I was like, that's because you guys won't trade him. He asked for a trade. I mean, guys like Carson Wentz asked for a trade. He gets traded. Deshaun Watson's still sitting there. Freaking Jack Easterby's twiddling his thumbs trying not to give up Deshaun Watson. I mean, let the guy go, man. Don't sit there. You want volunteers, not hostages. Don't sit there and make this guy play for you. Come on, get rid of this dude. David Culley. Deshaun Watson's committed to the Texans. Get the heck out of here. All right. That's enough football. I mean, we got March Madness. Let's do March Madness, all right? We got March Madness going on right now. West Virginia loses. That's big. I was kind of high on West Virginia. They lose like in the first round of their Big 12 tournament. USC's in second overtime with freaking Utah for some reason right now. All the good teams are winning. Baylor won their first game. We got championship week coming up. NBA. I'll get more excited about the NBA after March Madness probably. Baseball's coming. We got baseball. The Texas Rangers said they're going to have 100% fans their first game. We'll see how COVID handles it. But, all right. I promised at the beginning of the show, here's my Big Al's top 5 American royal family candidates. All right. Number 5. This was probably all kind of expected. Everyone probably had these at number 1, but I just couldn't do it. The Kardashian family. I mean, they get views, I guess you can say. People watch them like they watch a car accident, like they watch a burning building. People watch the Kardashians, and they're everywhere. And now Kim's a lawyer, which is insane. Their dad was a famous lawyer, obviously, in the OJ trial. Kris Jenner, Bruce Jenner. I mean, they've got everything. They've got all the controversy that would be in a royal family. And they've got the money that would come with being a royal family. But I don't know. They don't seem royal to me. They just seem like a bunch of ditzy freaking Jersey Shore kind of, I don't know. I never watched Jersey Shore. But they just seem like a bunch of fake freaking, I don't know. They just wouldn't be a good American royal family. I think these other people would make better royal American families. Number 4, the Walton family. Who are the Waltons? Well, there's these stores in every freaking city, probably in the trashier part of town, called Walmart. And Waltons came up with all of them, and they own them, all of them. So the Walton family, just because they built that business into I think it's a $160 billion business I saw, the Walton family, their success in that puts them at number 4 for me. Now, the only reason I don't have them higher is because there's no like controversy. There's nothing surrounding them. I mean, you think of the royals, you think of the Queen killing Princess Diana. You think about everything that Harry and Meghan are going through with the racism and all that stuff. I'm not going to say anything else. The Waltons don't have any controversy. I mean, they're just filthy rich. An American company built from the ground up. Well done. Made my list, Walton family. Number 3, throw some sports in here with the Manning family. The first family of football, baby. America's game. We got Peyton. We got Archie was a freaking the first one way back in the day. You got Archie. You got Peyton, multiple Super Bowl champion Hall of Famer. You got Eli, multiple Super Bowl champion Hall of Famer. They got some other brother. I don't know what he does, but he's somewhere out there. You got Arch Manning is the nephew. He's one of the top recruits. I believe he's the top rated quarterback in the sophomore high school, the current high school class sophomores. But I don't know. They're just kind of entertaining. Like when Peyton went on that SNL, I think it was SNL. He went on that he was doing a little skit and he was throwing football at the back of kids' heads. I don't know. He's kind of a funny guy. He's smart, super smart. I think they'd be good Royals. I think they'd be a good image of America. That's number 3. Number 2, the Ford family. And not just because I'm a Ford guy and I have a Ford truck. I don't know. This is another American built company. Built it. It's worth billions now. Located in the heart of America. Kind of kickstarted the industry, the automobile industry. Dude invented the car, invented the assembly line to build the car. I don't know, whatever. They're in sports. They own the freaking Detroit Lions, Ford Field. I don't know. There's something about the Ford family that's like, yeah, that's American. There's nothing more American than a freaking Mustang muscle car. Yeah. You can tell I know a lot about cars. I called it a Mustang muscle car. I don't know. The Ford family, they just seem American to me. Seem like they'd be a good face of America. But you know who the best face of America would be? Number 1. They've got a little bit of controversy. They've got a ton of money. They're entertaining to watch. The people love them. The Smith family. I'm talking Will. I'm talking Jada Pinkett. I'm talking Willow. I'm talking Jaden. All the Smiths. I don't know. There's something that makes me think they would be like America's royal family. The Smiths, man. I love them. Jaden's got his like cardboard water bottle company. Willow's doing whatever. Will Smith's obviously one of the biggest movie stars of all time. Great actor. I don't know. This is my royal family. This is the epitome of America. They're just doing their thing. They got that little bit of controversy with Will and Jada where Jada was in that entanglement or whatever, and they like did it in a live interview. It was super weird. But there we go. I did it. Top 5 Royal American families. I don't want to keep it political, because there's a lot of political families that like I feel like would be good royalty, like the Kennedys. But I just didn't want to go there. And I have some honorable mentions. There's actually some people that I did a lot of research on this. I was really looking up families at work and everything today. But my honorable mentions, kind of funny. The Rockefeller family, just because they're filthy rich. But I mean, that's whatever. The Barrymore family. Did you know that Drew Barrymore has like grandparents that were major in Hollywood back in like the rise of Hollywood? Because I had no idea. The Barrymore family, I feel like, I don't know, she's like cute and bubbly and charming. I feel like they'd be a great royal family just because the success in Hollywood. And then Drew Barrymore's just kind of like that awesome face of the family. The Disney family. The only reason the Disney family didn't make my list was because it was the makings of one dude. It wasn't a whole family like contributing and doing a bunch of stuff. There's one dude that drew a bunch of mice and built 6 amusement parks around the world. And everyone in his family just reaps the benefits of his money. But they're a major family. You know who's actually one of my top families? Is kind of like the not controversial, but well, yeah, totally controversial. But they're like the Kardashian family for me. I didn't want to include them just because of politics and everything recently going on. But the Trump family could be like one of the best royal American families, just because they got this billionaire tycoon dad. You got all these like rich snobby kids. You got all this like controversy surrounding all of them. I wasn't gonna put it in there though. I like my top 5. I'll keep it. All right, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. I love you guys for watching. Definitely appreciate it. Go read my blog. I've got my mock draft up. I'm gonna do another mock draft soon. Selection Sunday is this Sunday. Is like 3 days away from Selection Sunday. I will definitely be doing a bracket and putting it out there. I'll probably do like 4 or 5 brackets just because I want to win. What was it? Warren Buffett, I think. Or no, what's that? Vince McMahon. One of the billionaires was like, I'll give $1 billion to the person with the perfect bracket. So you'd be an idiot not to submit a bracket and just try to get lucky. It'll never happen though. No one's even come close ever. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Go read my blog. Watch my other YouTube videos. Love always. Remember, Iowa sucks.